Without a doubt, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has introduced some of the most iconic superheroes the comic and movie world has ever seen. While some characters are innately powerful due to their giftedness, some become strong because of their weapons. Some of these weapons have caused cosmic shifts, determined the outcome of battles, and preserved the fate of the Earth. So which of these weapons has the most ability to shake things up in a fight? This video ranks the top 10 most lethal MCU weapons. Let's get started. Number 10. E.D.I.T.H. While some weapons are built or given to by gods, the legendary Iron Man Mr. Tony Stark invented this weapon, E.D.I.T.H. E.D.I.T.H. is an acronym that stands for Even Dead, I'm the Hero. It's the user interface created by Iron Man for the entire Stark Industries network. E.D.I.T.H. allows users full access to the Stark satellite network, which houses several tactical drones. The technology also provides access to some of the world's most sophisticated telecommunication security networks, allowing users to hack their target's personal data. It grants potential hacking capabilities to a large number of systems. Tony Stark bequeathed the technology, a pair of glasses, to Peter Parker, Spider-Man, before he died trying to save the world. Spider-Man first used the technology in the movie Far From Home. Pretty fascinating. Well, the next weapon on our list is another manufactured weapon that is as deadly as possible. Number 9. Black Panther Suit. Wakanda's most lethal weapon was created by a fellow native and T'Challa's sister, Shuri. Wielded by the Black Panther and made from Vibranium, a metal-only mind in Wakanda, this suit has flexible features and sharp claws. Shuri modified the suit in the movie to store kinetic energy and redisperse it, causing the expulsion of waves of energy against enemies. The suit ranks high on this list for its ability to annihilate multiple opponents simultaneously. R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman, you rocked the Black Panther suit pretty well. Now let's take a trip to the legendary planet Asgard for our next weapon. Number 8. Odin's Staff. Odin's Staff, or the Gungnir, is a powerful and enduring weapon that only the King of Asgard can wield. It's a symbol of power and authority, in other words. This weapon is forged from Asgardian metal and is powered by many enchantments. Through the Gungnir, its wielder can exude powerful and continuous energy blasts on his enemies. The weapon is so lethal it knocks Thor through the wall of an Asgardian castle. Gungnir can open and close the Bifrost Bridge, which was once used to banish Thor to planet Earth. Odin's staff bears other enchantments such as recognizing its holder as the ruler of Asgard, and can be used to summon another deadly Asgardian weapon, the Destroyer, over any distance to do as the bearer desires. Number 7. Yaka Arrow. We did not see the lethality of the Yaka Arrow in the first installment of the Guardian of the Galaxy franchise. Unless you are psychic, there's no way you'd have ever expected Yondu to change the fate of a deadly battle until he landed in Xander with his whistle stick, the Yaka Arrow. This weapon is connected solely to the one using it and is controlled by a series of whistles. When unleashed, the arrow can fly fast and penetrate through tough materials, including hard metals and boulders. When used skillfully, this weapon is very deadly. Yondu knew how to use this weapon perfectly and was able to wipe out many enemies in seconds. Unfortunately, we didn't see him use it in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 after sacrificing himself in the second installment. While we only saw the Yaka Arrow do its thing for a short while, the next weapon on our list is one you're most likely very familiar with. Number 6. Mjolnir. If you could ask any MCU fan to name any 3 weapons off the top of their heads, the vast majority would mention the Mjolnir. Arguably the MCU's second most popular weapon, behind Captain America's shield, it is the most iconic weapon among the Asgardians. The Mjolnir is Thor's trademark weapon and is a hammer-like material given to him by his father, Odin. According to the comic, Odin created this hammer out of the power of a massive storm by trapping the storm in Uru metal. Thor can therefore use its storm-like powers to destroy his enemies when necessary. It allows him to produce powerful blasts of lightning that can completely annihilate gods and aliens out of the face of the earth. To add to its peculiarity, the Mjolnir can only answer to a worthy wielder thanks to Odin's spell. What more could the god of thunder ask for? Number 5. Curse Stone. Before Thanos, the Dark Elves were some of Thor's biggest enemies. Some might argue that they were as tough a villain as Thor himself. And what was one of their most deadly weapons? You guessed it, the Curse Stone. The Dark Elves possess paranormal strength. By crushing the Curse Stone in their hand, their clothes and armor merge with their skin. They grow in size, and their durability increases, making them a tough enemy to defeat. The stone also allows them to burn anyone they touch with their curse at will. Now that's scary. Number 4. White Vision. Vision's death was one of the most painful scenes in Infinity Wars. His body was reassembled by Sword, who created White Vision as Vision's replica. White Vision was made as a weapon to destroy Wanda and the Vision she had created. He possessed some of the most lethal supernatural abilities among other weapons in the MCU. He could match the original Vision's strength. He was so powerful that he could easily toss Vision several meters away and lift Wanda from the ground. White Vision was very swift in the air and possessed supersonic speed and paranormal agility. He could control his landing and sustain himself for several hours in the air, but that's not all. He could lift off the ground without flying thanks to his levitating abilities. He was also able to dodge several blows from Vision. What made him a very deadly weapon is that he doesn't eat or sleep and can be hyperactive for unlimited periods. Because he was made as a rebuilt Synthezoid, he can live forever unless destroyed by an external cause. His response time was also out of this world, as he could react quickly to perceived threats. Due to his ability to control his density and mass, he could penetrate through solid objects and increase his density to destroy any object he passes through. And last but not least, White Vision could emit blue beams of intense energy from his forehead compared to Vision's yellow beams. However, as powerful as he was, he isn't as deadly as the next weapon on our list. Number 3. Black Hole Grenade. The second installment of the Thor franchise may not have lived up to its hype, but at least we got introduced to the powerful weapon, the Black Hole Grenade. This tool was of the Dark Elves and would create a closely packed black hole once it hit its target. It could absorb, crush, and ultimately destroy anything it encountered. And although the Black Hole Grenade hasn't featured in subsequent movies, it's hard to ignore the potency of its powers and the damage it can cause. If you think the Black Hole Grenade is a powerful weapon, wait until you see this next one. Number 2. Stormbreaker. The Mjolnir may be Thor's most popular weapon, but its lethality doesn't come as close to the Stormbreaker, created as a weapon of kings. It is the most powerful weapon in Asgard, and we all know how Thor took Thanos down with its powers. The Stormbreaker has all the qualities of Mjolnir, except that it was designed as a bladed weapon. As if that isn't enough, the Stormbreaker can summon the Bifrost, allowing Thor to switch from one universe to another. Is the Stormbreaker the most lethal weapon on our list? Nah, it doesn't come as close to our number 1 pick. Number 1. Infinity Stones / Infinity Gauntlet. For many fans of the MCU, having the Infinity Gauntlet at the top of the list is a no-brainer. However, some will argue that its lethality is conditional. The wearer must have all components in place to possess its full strength. Nevertheless, there has never been a weapon as lethal as the Infinity Gauntlet in the history of a superhero franchise, with all its components present, of course. And as powerful as the other weapons on this list are, none can compare to the havoc the Infinity Gauntlet can wreak on the wearer's enemies. The Gauntlet is a harm-shaped weapon designed to hold the Earth's 6 Infinity Stones or gems. Each stone controls time, space, mind, soul, reality, and power, respectively. When these gems are used together, their already impressive powers enable the wearer of the Gauntlet to control whatever they want. Thanos gathered all 6 stones from the Elders of the Universe that originally had them and used them to wipe out half the universe. Could any weapon be more lethal than that? We don't think so. And that's our list, guys. Which of these weapons did you find most captivating? And do you have any honorable mentions? Let us know in the comments. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel to see our latest content. Until next time.